YouTube was good. It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka the Crazy Off. Hey, guess what? If this is your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post up new content. Listen, people, just know uh, next month, just know that next month is July. Um, Me and my man Rambo Zach or Zachary Lee Kawan, we're going to get back on the ball on some things. Um, just know that right now, uh, I think what happens is that I got other stuff going on. I'm actually really trying to push my book, AR 670 Harris, My Life in the United States Army, is on Amazon.com. Go up, pick up your copy. But when you go on there, just type book by Curtis Harris, and it'll pop up. Go ahead, get your copy, enjoy it, read it. Hit me back uh, on this channel, right? Tell me what you think about it. So, listen, people, we're going to talk about food shortages. And before I even get into that, just know that uh, it's, uh, um, it's in the works, but I'm actually I really have a special guest on, a real good friend of mine. We were in the army together, and I actually really value her opinion. On a lot of things. I'm not gonna tell y'all who she is, right? But just know that she was inspirational, right? Which I think with anybody that you actually really serve with, you're they're inspirational to you, and you are actually really inspirational to them. Now, regardless of what the hell you feel about the crazy on, right? Just know that from time to time, I can be a very inspirational motherfucker and a very motivational motherfucker. I just thought I would put that out there. But in other case, let's actually really talk about what the fuck is going on or what the hell they want to make y'all think what the fuck is going on. Psychological warfare is at its highest that it's ever been. So they talk about. So here's the deal, people. Let's and then for the most part, you really gotta go back 2 years, right? And if you actually really know what happened 2 years ago, and so you knew what happened back in January 2020. So when you look at that, and then you fast forward it, and then go back and watch my other videos. Go back and actually really watch the video I did about Public Enemy with their new album that came out in September. It said, "What you gonna do when the grid goes down?" Well, guess what? When that shit happened, guess what? The grid went down, right? I mean, actually, the grid went down before they came out with that CD or with that album, right? And depending on who the hell you talk to, hell, the grid was probably always down. But then again, here's the deal: special effects is a motherfucker. Special effects is a motherfucker, right? And so now here they come with the food shortage, right? And you're gonna have to excuse me because I don't have the charts and all that kind of shit. But I just pulled up the census of the United States. So as of 2020, right? There are 329.5 million people living in the United States, right? That's of 2020. Now I went back 32 years prior to 1990, and it was 249.5 million people living in the United States, right? And so basically what I'm saying is this: every year there was talking about, and even probably even beforehand, right? You know, every year it was always like, okay, food shortage this, food shortage that, food shortage that, right? But here's the thing, people. Ask yourself this important question. What is actually really, what is food really? Because again, like I said, technology is a motherfucker, right? I mean, and the reason why I say this is because the technology out there is so goddamn tough that for the most part, yeah, you can kill your ass at the grocery store. Yes, you can go buy some chicken, beef, fish, whatever, right? And it actually really tastes like the real deal, right? So unless the food replicator is broken, then for the most part, carry your ass out, go fish, go hunt. Then you ain't got to worry about it. But in our case, right, this is no different than what because okay, here's the deal, because they was talking about motherfucking shortage of baby formula. And what the hell did the crazy uncle tell y'all? But those y'all that about to have babies already done had them, right? Pull out your damn titty and let the baby go to work. Plain and simple. Now, again, I get it. You have complications with the pregnancy, during and even after. But guess what? If the baby can suck on the titty, then goddamn it, let the baby suck on the titty. Then you ain't got to worry about no motherfucking food for it. Matter of fact, I just look at it like this. I don't think that there's a shortage of food. Let's just say that it may be an overabundance of the wrong shit. Because let's look at milk for instance. And again, I said this in one of my previous shows, right? We looking at stuff like, okay, well, you motherfucker tell you to drink milk so you can have strong muscles and bones. But there's cow's milk that you're drinking on, right? That's what the fuck. So again, that's overabundance of some shit that, for the most part, we ain't got no business drinking in the first damn place. We human beings, we ain't no damn cow, right? We might love to eat that motherfucker, we might love to wear it. But we ain't no goddamn cow people. Some of you motherfuckers may be big as cows or dumb as cows, but guess what? That don't mean for your ass to go drink cow's milk. I'm so motherfucking sorry. Right? So, again, throw that out the window. So you can put like this. Baby formula, let the baby suck on your titty. Cow's milk, goddamn it, need that for the cow. You ain't no goddamn cow. All right? So, and then, so let's look at it. Let's really look at it. And I done told y'all about the other shit, right? A lot of this shit is plant-based. And then the thing about it though is this. They got shit that they'll actually really say, hey, guess what? This is plant-based. And then they got some other shit that could be plant-based, but guess what? They ain't gonna tell you that it's plant-based. right? So let's actually really just stop. You know, again, this is the crazy uncle talking, right? But I look at shit. I can see bullshit coming 10 miles away, maybe even 100, right? But the whole thing is this. The motherfuckers that's hollering about the food shortage are the ones that are motherfucking greedy. The ones that's actually really putting this shit out there. These motherfuckers that they didn't got so goddamn greedy, it's ridiculous. The motherfuckers the motherfuckers that's in office, regardless of level, right? The powers that be, they gonna always make sure that the government officials on any level are gonna be straight. So yeah, they gonna eat. So my thing is this. They holler food shortage. Go out, grow your own shit. That's how you do that. Go out and fish. Go out and kill it. Right? That's how you do that. That's how you do that. So motherfucker food shortage. But then again, this is psychological warfare. Right? So let's think about it for a minute. They got the food shortage going on. They got gun control going on. That's why I said motherfuckers holler about hug a goddamn AR owner. Really? So again, this is what the fuck we do now. So think about it. It's a food shortage. You got an AR, so I guess if you ain't got no money, but you got your AR, so I guess you finna shoot up every goddamn body. So you can sit down at the motherfucking dinner table. I mean, come on now. You know, we already had one motherfucker shoot up a grocery store, or at least that's what the fuck they tell us. So again, here's the deal, people. I always tell y'all, leave that goddamn idiot box alone. Right? And then, here's the thing about doing this, people. And I was talking to a guy in the gym the other day. And so basically what we were talking about the whole gun issue. Right? And then basically we were saying, like, hey, look, it's too easy to get well, at least back in the day, it was too easy for anybody to actually really want to snatch a motherfucker up and get all the ammo that they need. Right? Because I was stationed at Fort Bliss, and we actually really got our shit we had to actually really we had to cross that border over into New Mexico, right? But from that trip from Fort Bliss up to Alamogordo, a lot of that shit is nothing but open road. And a lot of times you the only motherfucker that's on that goddamn road, right? So it's too easy for these motherfuckers to watch you go get the goddamn ammo, go pick up the ammo, and they watch you bring your ass back with the ammo. And then guess what? They pull your ass over. They got guns, you ain't. So who the fuck you think finna win that one? Right? So the whole deal is this. Now I'm not saying do this, but if it could be that goddamn easy with getting ammo, it could be that easy to get food off of a goddamn food truck. You know, so look, people, ain't no goddamn food shortage. Again, this is psychological warfare, right? At its highest. And then so again, with the gun control deal, right? So think about it for a minute. Any time that a shooting happens, they want to holler gun control. Gun control this, gun control that, gun control the other. Right? because it's just for the simple fact they don't want to say what the fuck needs to be said. How about you have people control? And then they're going to be like, oh, that's too goddamn sensitive. Because the average motherfucker is going to be like, okay, well, they going to look at us. People that look like me, or people that have somewhat the same color as me, right? Then we can't go to the store and buy no gun or whatever. That's how like a lot of motherfuckers gonna look at it. But the whole deal is this. It never was about gun control. Like I said, if there was about gun control, it's people control. But here's the deal. Even the most quiet, law-abiding citizen will get pissed off from time to time. And they might just act like really go get their shit, pump a few in you, and keep it moving. This shit is all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. So this shit, I'm just like, okay, again, they scare y'all. I mean, think about it, right? What happened 2 years ago? You fast forward it. Shit has actually been fucked up ever since. Then you got this so-called bullshit that's going on in the Ukraine, right? And that's exactly what the fuck I'm calling. I'm gonna call it bullshit because here's the deal, people. Ain't no such thing as a goddamn foreign enemy. All these motherfuckers know each other. So they was like, okay, and then you almost got to ask yourself, and I know I said this. I'm like, okay, so yeah, the Soviet Union or whatever the fuck they call it, they want to attack the Ukraine because they got that oil or whatever. Well, goddamn it, we got oil. So what you fucking with them for? Right? It was the same thing 30 years ago, right? When Hussein, he went over there, invaded Kuwait. Kuwait, they got oil. Okay, goddamn it, we got oil. Again, what you fucking with them for? Now somebody will say, oh, well, they ain't how the fucking work. I'm like, look, motherfucker, I'm gonna use what I got until I can't use it no more. Right? Then I'll come to you and let's make a deal. This is how fucked up this shit is. Right? Again, these motherfuckers, they know what the fuck they're doing. Because if they really didn't, right? Then we could be like, okay, well, we got our own shit here. It's almost like what Richard Pryor said at one time when he did his Mudbone character and one of his last concerts. Richard Pryor here now. He did his Mudbone character. And so basically what he was saying, like, they all moved out there to California, right? And so basically what he said was, he said, yeah, we had a hell of a time out there. He said, because they moved, because they all went out, him and Sweet Chocolate Brown, all these guys, they went out there. They went out to California, right? So, and so we said, we had a hell of a time out there because wasn't nothing but 3-4 black families when we went out there. That's right, there wasn't about 20 white people. That's right, and 9 or 10 of them Japanese and whatever they was, mixed up people. It was like nice people too. They was out there minding their business. 12,000 Mexicans. He said, I'm not lying. Mexican people used to own this shit west of Chicago. There wasn't nothing but Mexican people. That's all it was. That was all there. Fucked around, negotiated with white folks, lost all that shit. Right? And so he said, It says 120 something of them kicked 1,000 Mexican ass. Now that's what kind of army they had. 120 motherfuckers kicked 2,000 people in the ass. Now that's something. And so basically, he said Mexico didn't want to fight about nothing. They just trusted too much. That's how you get fucked up, you see. He said when they had the problem, they should have just kept their mouth shut and said, no, this is mine. I don't want to deal nothing. Fuck you. Keep your shit. So basically, all what I'm saying is this. We got goddamn oil. So what the fuck why are we fucking with goddamn Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Ukraine, and anybody else that got motherfucking oil? Right? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. Right? Because here it is. Here, this is it right here, people. Not knowing the earth equals slavery. Chuck D said that in one of his, I forget what CD it was. Well, basically, so when you don't know the earth, it's slavery. Not knowing the earth is the same thing as not knowing your body. So I say all that to say this, right? You look at the human body. Blood being like the life source. The heart pumps through our veins, throughout the body. Right? Then, of course, you got to drink water. 70% of the earth is water. And I actually really want to say that 70% of the human body is actually water as well. Right? So basically what I'm saying is this. Motherfucker, I got just as much blood in my body as you do. Or it's just for the simple fact, motherfucker, I got just as much oil as you do. But I'm making your motherfucking ass rich. I'm like, okay, where the fuck they do that at? I got the same shit as you, but I'm gonna pay you. Again, where the fuck they do that at? Well, we know where the fuck they do it at, but I'm just telling you how fucked up this shit is. We got our own shit. I don't need yours. That's almost like, okay, again, you can look at this anyway, right? I can go in the chick, I go in the kitchen right now, fix dinner, or start fixing dinner. And the wife be like, what we eating? I'm like, well, goddamn it, we eat pork chops, macaroni cheese, collard green, cornbread. Right? So she know that. She know what the fuck is finna be on the dinner table. And I got the exact same shit she got. But she eat from my goddamn plate. Again, I got the same shit as you. Why the fuck are you in my goddamn plate? Or why is the United States in somebody else's plate? Knowing damn well that they got the same shit. So again, you get fucked over. Everybody getting fucked over. How come when... See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Every year or whenever these motherfuckers, when it's election time, here they come. They want to have a goddamn town meeting. Here come the president. He won't question. But don't nobody asked one question. We got oil. Why are we fucking with the people overseas? Right? And then who's to say that when they come and do the town hall meeting, right? And they be like, okay, well, this is the shit what you can ask. Because I'm pretty sure somebody, but again, I can't be the only motherfucker that think like this. It's got to be other folk that just thought the exact same shit that I did. Or what I'm thinking right now. So I'm just saying, you be in the town hall meeting. Here come the president, regardless whoever the fuck that motherfucker is, right? And then they come in and say, hey, look, you can't ask. This is what you can ask. This is what the fuck you can't ask. Right? And let's just say that 500 people show up, and let's just say like 150 of them was gonna ask that one question. And they were like, all right, well, guess what? We can't have y'all in here. Because the president, he too dumb enough to ask the question, to answer that question. So again, and I hate that. Motherfucker be like, oh, well, that's a foreign country. That's the enemy. Listen, ain't no such thing as no goddamn foreigner. Ain't no such thing as no motherfucking enemy. Like I said, all these motherfuckers sit at the goddamn round table, square table, or whatever the fuck, or they do VTC. And then they be like, okay, how are we gonna fuck these motherfuckers over now? And they put shit in place. And then they follow through with it. Because here's the deal. Think about it for a minute. That shit is across the water. I mean, so for the most part, unless somebody take their bullshit camera and show it to you, you ain't gonna know what the fuck is going on. Now, if it was next door, then guess what? Yeah, you might hear something. You might hear what the fuck is going on. You can hear it, but even there, you really don't know what the fuck is going on over there. All you hear is a bunch of racket. You don't know what the fuck is going on. So again, you get fucked over, and for what? But then again, I just look at it like this: you bastards that voted, right? Y'all were cause of this shit. Matter of fact, I'm at this point now that look, I don't even want to fault Biden no more, right? Biden was just like this. Biden is just as much of a victim more than we are, right? Because here it is, this motherfucker, he getting fucked every which way but loose. This motherfucker got to worry about gun control. He got to worry about the shit over in Ukraine, or which is supposedly affecting gas prices. Now he got to worry about abortion, right? So this motherfucker, he got dicks in his mouth, in his ear, in his ass, right? And then it's other 3-4 motherfuckers standing in line waiting for their turn, right? But that's the motherfucker that y'all want to put in office. Y'all ain't really thought that motherfucker was gonna change shit, right? I keep telling y'all what the fuck what you voting for, really? Because the shit has already been set up. Listen, the agenda has already been in place, right? I really wish that these motherfuckers would just actually just come out and say, it's almost like, hey, look, we got our dicks in our hand right now, right? Dicks, pussy, titties, ass, whatever, right? And then it's just for simple fact. Just know this: these are not young folks. These motherfuckers is old as fuck, right? So even if you enjoy eating the kitty, guess what? When Pelosi drop her drawers, you don't want to see that nasty ass shit. Maxine Waters and whoever else, you don't want to see that nasty ass shit. But again, these are people that have been in office way too goddamn long. They want to keep the bullshit going for as long as they can. Seriously, it really ain't too much that you can say about that, right? So, last order of business. We know about what happened with the whole Roe versus Wade piece. Now here comes Clarence Thomas. He wants to take a look at same-sex marriage. Y'all know how the fuck he did that, right? Y'all know how the fuck he did that, right? He the only motherfucker on the panel. They say, hey, well, let's look at same-sex marriage, right? Because what happens is this. When a bird shits on your head, right? You try to watch, and just know that this ain't no regular bird, right? 9 times out of 10, you cause for the shit to be on your head in the first place, right? So the bird shit on your head and it's hot like it is outside, right? You gonna be forever today trying to wipe that shit off your head or out of your hair. And if you ain't really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, how many of y'all remember all of the shit that happened with him when he was trying to be Supreme Court justice? Him and Anita Hill. Right? It's almost like he trying to put his own personal vendetta and to be like, hey, look, these motherfuckers still looking at me at what the fuck I did some 30 years prior. So, of course, he's going to bring up, well, hey, guess what? Let's look at same-sex marriage again. And again, just know this motherfucker ain't been too long, got out the hospital. So it's too easy for him to go back into the hospital because of what the fuck he just said. So, again, you gotta look at what the fuck is going on. And then look at what the fuck the motherfucker did previous. And then once you do that, then you understand, oh, okay, I know why he said what the hell he said. Oh, I know why the hell she said what she said. Right? You either got shit on top of your head or you done shit on yourself. And everybody know it. Right? Everybody remember you shit on yourself? Yeah, that's all what the fuck it is. So you feel like, okay, well, if we look at it, so again, right? And I said this in my previous shit, right? 1973, they took homosexuality off of the books as far as being a mental disorder. The same time that Roe versus Wade was made legal. So guess what? You overturn that. So guess what Clarence Thomas about to do? He's going to make homosexuality a mental disorder again. But here's the deal. It's too goddamn late for that now. You should have did that. It should have never, listen, it should have never came off of the books in the first goddamn place. But here's the deal. You got 49 years. 49 years of you pushing a bullshit agenda. And so you done flooded the American society with a bullshit agenda. And just know this. The bullshit agenda is going to last longer than any goddamn 49 years. Unless you get people like me that know better not to goddamn sword fight. And people like my wife that know better than to bump lily pads. Okay? So here's the deal, people. I might not be here to see it, but just know this. Before too long, shit will be like how it once was. You got to put it like this. If you're on the flip side, guess what? You will be dealt with. If you try to kill offspring, guess what? You will be dealt with. Just know it. It's bound to happen. And for you flip mode motherfuckers that want to use the rainbow not really knowing what the fuck the rainbow is actually really meant for. Shame on y'all. But then somebody had to tell you to do that. Because did no random motherfucker say, oh, well, we gonna do the rainbow. But then again, if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, we already knew who that random motherfucker is. And I give you a hint. He ran for president way back in 1984. Know who, figure out who the hell I'm talking about, and guess what? You just won the goddamn grand prize. So, with that being said, guess what, fam? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, cross the street, around the corner, Papa's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. And again, everybody that I just mentioned, tell them to actually go out and buy my book, AR 670-Harris, My Life in the United States Army. It's a good read, right? Order it, read it, hit me up, tell me what you think. Till next time.